This is a monster of a catfish, guys. This is a monster! Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh my word! Oh dear! I better not lose the fish like this. Oh dear, and there goes my GoPro.
Ja, Frank, die groter een, er is 'n moersidder.
Whoa, that's a big fish! Yeah! Wow! Hi everyone, it's Mayoo from Mayoo's Catch, and I have just arrived at my favorite spot. Yes, that is Bach Dam. This is the first time I've come to the dam since amazing rains that Namibia got this year, and wow, I can tell you that this place looks amazing. Just have a look at that. It's basically full. The water has risen all the way up. The spots I used to fish are literally meters and meters and meters in there, completely underwater. So this is going to be an interesting day because, as you can imagine, all the trees and shrubs that used to be around me are now in the water. That is going to pose an incredible challenge because the fish may take the bite and swim right for those trees. And then how do I get it out? Or my hooks may just get stuck in those trees. As you can see over there, there are a few trees in the water. So basically this is what I'll be having to deal with in the water. And there's another one over there. The top of the tree is just sticking out. This should be quite interesting because, like I said, I can get the bite and the fish runs straight for a tree or it wraps around something. This will be very interesting. But this looks incredible. I am so happy to see this, because it was actually getting quite scary as the water level was dropping. It dropped all the way down to 8%. God has really blessed us. So guys, let's thank God for all the rain that we received. But this should be an interesting one. I have already seen some fish activity. Obviously they're swimming above the bushes and all of that. But I'm gonna have to cast, my bait is gonna have to go down and it might get stuck. So anyway guys, stay tuned to this episode to see how we do. But keep your fingers crossed. The fish are still here. But will I be able to catch them? So it usually takes about 20 minutes for the carp bait to get prepared. In that 20 minutes, let me get my battle station ready. As always, I'll be fishing for catfish and carp, and let's see what we catch. Stay tuned. So it feels like we have a fish on here. It's my first fish since the dam has gotten full, and it does feel like it's a big fish. The pool is quite strong. My main concern is the bushes that are in the water right now, and I hope it doesn't swim into any of the bushes. You might be able to see the line moving, and it looks like I may have picked up another line. Oh, luckily I've dropped it, but the fish is swimming to the left, so let's go to the left with it, shall we? And it feels like a decent fish. It does feel like a decent fish. There was quite a nice run on the rod. I hope you can hear me over the waves. But like I keep saying, my biggest fear is that the bushes will get, or the fish will swim into the bushes and I get stuck. So I'm going to try to come to the left, because to my left is the boat ramp. And if I can land it over the boat ramp, I know there's nothing over the boat ramp. So I've come to my left, and I see that the fish is getting closer. This rod actually sat in the water for a long time. Okay, now I need to make sure that it doesn't go too far left, because if it goes too far left, there are now, okay, there it is. If it goes too far left, there are now bushes on the far left. So there are bushes on the right and bushes on the left, but I'm hoping to bring it in right over the boat ramp here. And it's getting much closer. It's basically, yes, and it's a nice carp, guys. It's a really, really nice carp. I don't know if you can see that. So we'll just wait it out, because it's a nice strong carp. And it seems like it's foul hooked itself. If you don't know what a foul hook is when the hook is on the side of the fish as opposed to being in its mouth. So I think we have one hook in the mouth and we have the other hook in the side of the fish. But as long as we had the hook in the mouth of the fish, I think we're good. So we're getting closer. We're getting closer. And there! Wow, what a lovely carp this is, guys. Look at that. What a lovely, lovely carp. So this is my first carp since the dam has gotten full. And it's a lovely carp. It's upside down right now. Oh yeah, you can see the foul hook there. But yeah, let's remove this one from the landing net and put it in the keep net and back into the water. Hopefully fish o'clock is now. Alright guys, so this rod has been sort of dancing up and down without a run really, but I think there might be a fish on. So I'm just gonna bring it in, and it looks like my line may be stuck in a tree. Let's hope I can get it out from there. Yeah, my line is stuck in a tree, but I hope I can get it out from there. Yep, I think you can see that. Oh, there it is. And there's a fish. There is actually a fish on there. There is actually a fish there. I can't believe that I made it. I cannot believe that I made it. Getting stuck in a tree, not sure if there was a fish on, but let me get the landing net. Hopefully it's not stuck again. I think the bite may have been there for a while, but because of the tree, I actually didn't notice it for a while. So, but it's not a bad fish, eh? Incredible, it's not a bad fish. I would have expected much more from it. But either way,
we've got a nice fish here. Wow. But it just goes to show all the trees and bushes in the water, what they can do to the fishing. Sometimes you actually get a bite, but you don't see it because of, you know, the line being stuck in stuff. Feels like we have a catfish on here. But I'm quite concerned about everything in the water. But I can feel a fish on the other end of this line here, and it might just be a big one. Because the bait is pretty big, and if the bait is big, the hook is big, and that generally translates to a big fish. But until the fish is out, we do not know. But I'm hoping that the fish that can take this bait should hopefully be a big one. And yeah, okay, it does feel like a big fish. As I've said, my biggest concern is all the bushes in the water, and I hope between the fish and I we can navigate the bushes. But the fish is on. The fish is on. I think we might be stuck. So maybe let me let it go. I think we might be stuck. I'm now not sure whether to go to the left or to the right. But we are stuck. And that is a disaster. Absolute disaster. Especially when you have a nice fish on. Okay. I can still feel movement on the other end. So the fish is still on the other end. The fish is on the other end. I hope we can get through it together. I need the fish and I to work together here for us to get through. Okay, the fish is still on, and it is a big fish. It is still on, and it is a big fish. Oh dear. But we need to get out of whatever we're stuck in. Oh boy. Are we through? Felt like we might have been. I think we might be close. It looks like we are close. So now just to see what this fish looks like. We are close. Oh yes, there's a nice fish on there. There is still a nice fish on there. I'm not sure what it brought with it, but let's see what it looks like. There is a nice fish on there. Let me try and get my landing net. Oh dear. You can see all the bushes and stuff in there, but the fish is still on, and it's, wow, it's a huge fish. Whoa, it's a huge fish. Wow, it is a big fish, guys. Oh my goodness. Woo-hoo-hoo! Wow, that is a monster. That is a monster. Wow, this is a monster of a catfish, guys. This is a monster. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh my word. Oh dear. I better not lose the fish like this. Okay. Wow. I think it's in. Woo-hoo-hoo! Wow. Oh dear. And there goes my GoPro. Wow. Did you guys hear the wow from the kids? Wow, what a fish! What a fish! Woo-wee! Whoa, 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 whoa. What a monster of a fish, guys. What a monster of a catfish. Jeez Louise. Wow. Wow. Oh dear. And it's literally trying to crawl out of the net. That's how hectic this fish is. Literally trying to crawl out of the net. Wow, look at that. That is a huge fish. Whew. Now to try and get the hook out of its mouth. Yeah, so let's see. Look at that. Nice corner hook set. That is what a circle hook does. A circle hook gives you that nice corner hook set. That is incredible. Wow, wow, wee wow. And what a fight it gave me. There is a second hook here. I'm guessing that this is a hook from a different line that probably got stuck in the water. And these are all the things that are in the water right now, people. Okay, let's try and get this hook out. Woo-wee! So it's that time again. As you can see, the sun is setting. We need to bring this amazing fishing day to a close. Time to see how we did. We didn't do so well. We didn't catch that many fish, but remember, it's not about how many fish you catch, it's about the experience. Any day you catch fish is actually a good day. So today was a good day. We did have lots of challenges with, you know, all the rising water that has come in. But anyway, let's see how we did. All right, the keep net is quite far, and that's because the gradient is a bit slow here. But let's bring the fish out. There's a monster catfish in there and some nice carp, and of course, as the water drains out, the weight of the fish will start to take over. Okay, there we go. Okay. Woo! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Woo! Woo! All right, so let's open the keep net and see how we did. Wow, look at that. Look at that huge catfish there in the middle. That huge catfish. Even the carp are not bad at all. Their sizes are really, really, really nice. But that huge catfish definitely takes the day. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. This is how the day rounded up. It was a challenging day, I must say. And that is because the water level has risen so much to the point that there are lots of bushes in the water. And your hooks are getting stuck in that, or the fish swim into that whenever they get hooked. So it's actually brought lots of challenges. As you can see, you could see all the trees and stuff that are now in the water. But either way, we may have only landed 3 fish today, but it was still a very good day. And I think you can see that one catfish basically is the size of a number of fish. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate all the support, the comments, the likes, the subscriptions. I appreciate everything. And please continue to like, subscribe, and share my content to the world. Hopefully they will also like my content and follow and continue to see how my journey progresses and I grow and learn in this beautiful, beautiful experience. So that brings us to the end of another episode. Any day you catch fish is a good day. So that makes today a good day. And with a lovely Namibian sunset, it's goodbye from Mayoo's catch. See you again soon. Cheers.